we got it down the hill onto Dana's brother-in-law's truck. Then we drove it out, and then the Drosses rented a U-Haul. They took it to Crosbyton.
To Joe's Museum?
To Joe's Museum.
Why did they take it to Joe's Museum?
Well, that's because that's where everything was going to take place. They were gonna. The plan was that we got the Allosaurus out. We go back. Got the Allosaurus out. Take it to Joe's. We prep it, make it look pretty, cast it, mold it, and you know, I don't know what happens after that. You sell it, I guess. Keep it around. Put it in your museum. And then I think Joe was playing because AIG and CSI. I think the deal was that they were going to make casts for those organizations because they all have museums that they need stuff to put in. So the plan was to distribute these among the cast of it among the Christian organizations to keep them. Well, you got something to show people. People come to your museum if you got an Allosaur. And that was the plan. And we were going to go down, me, Philip, Chantel, Peter, Mark, Dan, I think. And I think that was all of us. We were going to go down, and Joe was going to teach us how to do everything, how to excavate, how to do all this great jazz, because no one actually knew how to do it. The Drosses came from sifting dirt in the river. Me and Philip had a little experience because we worked with Dr. Ball and Joe a lot, and Chantel worked with Dr. Ball and Joe a lot. So, and we were gonna go down there. He's gonna teach us all about it.
So the DeRosas had dug in the soft sand of Florida.
Yeah.
But had never been on a dinosaur dig before.
No, the first dinosaur dig they went on was the one where the first time they went.
May in 2001.
Yeah.
And that's where the NASA scientists.
That's when the NASA scientists were out there.
And you guys, however,
whose dig was it?
Carl's.
But
because NASA was wanted to go out and see how, because normal evolutionists dig sites, they don't do as good as science as the creationists do, because they don't. And so NASA was like, well, we want to see how you do a dig, so that's why NASA went out there for Carl. And then Drosses were up there because Joe invited them, because Joe met him in Florida, and Pete was telling Joe how much he wanted his boys to get into it, and Joe was like, well, you can come to this dig I got, or Dr. Ball's got, and I run it for him. So that's how Drosses got into everything.
So Chantel and you and your brother had a lot more Western.
We dug on dinosaurs, not mammoths.
Mm-hmm.
Waco, there's a place called the Sudden Kill Site where Joe worked for ever. He worked on mammoths for ever, like years and years and years and years. And that's where he learned. Well, he did the largest cast down there. That's where he got good at that kind of stuff. And
Joe's an artist.
Yeah, that's what his bread and butter was. And then he got into dinosaurs because he figured that dinosaurs, there's not too many creationists, Christians that they don't have any bones, so they can't prove anything. They can say, well, this is how we think it happened because the Bible says so, but you got to get out there and prove it. So Joe figured, well, I'll get into that, and so he did, and he's really good at it.